What's good, everybody? What's popping, man? Preview show. Bucks, Giants. Let's talk about it. You know, instead of doing a video, I said let's go live and just discuss it. Figure that'd be funner than me giving y'all like a little 7-minute video. Let's just go live with it, talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I see. What up, Donnie? What up, Taj, Caleb, Harrison, Nicholas, Most Illis? What up? What's good? What up, Punisher? Yeah, man, we gotta talk about this old man today, man. Bucks, Giants. This really for our season, man. This low key a big game. We gonna find out a lot about this Giants team when we playing this Buccaneer team, man. We're gonna let some more people flood up in here before we hop on it, but we're gonna find out a lot, bro. What up, Brooklyn? What up, John Marbury? What up? Yeah, man, we're gonna talk about that tweet that Daniel Jones comparing Daniel Jones and Justin Herbert. We gotta talk about that too. What up, No Cat? What up? What's up, Donnie? You know what I'm saying? We got a couple things we're gonna get into today, man. OVO, what up? I kind of like these afternoon streams. You know why I like these afternoon streams? Is because I'm not sleepy. Because the thing is, when I go live at 7 o'clock, I'll be half dead by 8. Because y'all know I go to bed at 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? But what I've actually been trying to do to stay up a little later, around 4 o'clock, I try and take a nap. I figure if I take a nap from like 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, or like from like 5 to 7, if I take a nap, I'll stay up later. You know what I'm saying? I'll be wide awake at 9 o'clock. So I have been working on taking some, midday naps. You feel me? I don't know what I'm doing tonight, Donnie. I don't know, man. I don't know yet. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. We shall see, man. Make sure y'all smashing that like button on y'all way in here. Ain't really been too much to talk about with the Giants. I know Logan Ryan caught the Resident Evil today. I really don't like making those kind of videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to stay away from political topics. So I tried now. So I know Logan Ryan caught he caught the Resident Evil today, but I don't want to do a video on that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he'll be ready for Monday. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he'll have 2 negatives over the next 48 hours, and then he can play on Monday night. Yeah, so he should. Everything's gearing towards him being able to play. You know what I'm saying? He should be playing on Monday night. Shout out to my man Darian Handy, first super chat of the day. I appreciate that. Darian Handy says, bruh, I don't want to hear it. Our defense can stop Brady enough for us to score. It's just up to Jason Garrett. Lord knows he never does at work. Dude, a weirdo. Look, Jason Garrett is hands down the reason we lose this game. If the Giants lose this game, it's all on Jason Garrett's offense because his play calling is terrible. I don't know if Jason Garrett is even going to let us attack the secondary. The Giants should be attacking that secondary with Tony, Galladay. They should be attacking those corners. The corners on the Bucks are the weakest part of their team. The weakest part of the Buccaneers are the corners. The Giants should be hitting them corners early and hitting them often. They should be hitting them corners, attacking them all across the field. But it's Jason Garrett. So Jason Garrett's going to be the one coach that tries to run the ball on the Bucks. Every other team passes on the Bucks. Watch Jason Garrett. be the one head coach that tries to run on the Buccaneers. Why? I mean, it's just be like the most Jason Garrett thing in the world, man. It really would be. It'd just be like the most Jason Garrett thing in the world. So it's like, we'll see what type of time the offense and Jason Garrett's on. But Andrew Thomas played. He practiced today, so Andrew Thomas is on schedule to play. Saquon is on schedule to play. Tony, Galladay, everybody with Shepard is playing basically. You know what I'm saying? The whole offense outside of Sterling Shepard is healthy. You feel me? So we should be okay. Offensively, we should be okay. It really just comes down to Jason Garrett play calling and what Joe Judge wants to do. Because sometimes we can't always blame everything on Garrett. We gotta point the finger at Joe Judge too. Joe Judge be green light in these game plans. And it goes into what they talked about with Justin Herbert. It goes into what they talked about with Justin Herbert, where it's like last year, I think it was Anthony Lynn and Pep Hamilton, I think. They had Justin Herbert going deep every play. They had him taking shots every play. They wanted him to go vertical. They wanted him to be aggressive. And then they fire those guys. He gets a new coaching staff and he doesn't look the same. It's the same exact thing that happened to Daniel Jones. You had a coach in Shermer who let Daniel Jones attack down the field. You had a head coach in Shermer that understood Daniel Jones. And then they fire him. And then the next coaching staff, he looks bad. And the Chargers did the same exact thing that the Giants did. And I said it when they did it too, man. The Giants made the Chargers made the same exact mistake that the Giants made. The Chargers fired the coaching staff that got the most out of their quarterback. You see, everybody looks at the win-loss record. Nobody looks at the quarterback. The win-loss record will get better if the quarterback gets better. That was my problem with the Giants. It's like you fired Shermer, but he got the best rookie season out of Daniel Jones you could possibly ask for. You don't fire that coach who's getting the most out of your quarterback. You keep him on general principle. It's same thing in LA. This guy's Herbert is a rookie. The guy Herbert throws 30-something touchdowns. You keep that coach and that coordinator intact, and you make sure you develop the quarterback. But just like the Giants, they got too cute. They wanted to go fire everybody and bring in a new staff, and it backfired. So now you see a guy like Justin Herbert take a step back in second year. You see a guy in Daniel Jones not look as good as second year, even though I think Daniel Jones did the best he could. He didn't look as good as his rookie year. And that's what happens when you go from one coaching staff who's preaching be explosive, be aggressive, force the ball down the field, to a completely other coaching staff that says, please don't turn the ball over. Please don't take shots down the field. Please be conservative. Then your quarterback suffers. The head coaching matters. The scheme matters. This is not the NBA where you can just do whatever you want to do. No, in the NFL, coaching matters. It matters too much. Way too much. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and I told people, because people just like, Fist Vegas just be caping for Daniel Jones, and here go Fist Vegas on another Daniel Jones soliloquy or whatnot. I told y'all when I spoke about Justin Herbert, I said, look, let's see what Justin Herbert does in his second year. Let's see the difference. And you notice the difference. You can't just take a coaching staff. I'm telling you, man, when your quarterback is balling, you got to keep that coaching staff in place, because obviously it's working. That's how I feel about the situation. I mean, Joe Judge is fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of Joe Judge to a certain extent, but wouldn't the Giants be better off with Pat Shermer and a good defensive coordinator? I mean, don't you ever just stop and say, you know what? Giants really would have been better off if we had fired Betcher and kept Shermer instead of going out and hiring Joe Judge. It really would have been better off keeping Shermer. You know what I'm saying? Because Daniel Jones' numbers ain't been the same since. So those are things that y'all gotta consider, man. Y'all be like, yo, fire this coach, fire that coach. Man, look, consider those things. And it's not just head coaches, it's offensive coordinators as well. Look what happened to Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan been trash ever since Kyle Shanahan went to San Francisco. Matt Ryan been trash. The the Atlanta Falcons would have been better off firing they would have been better off just promoting Kyle Shanahan, the head coach, and firing whoever that Dan Quinn. They'd have been better off firing Dan Quinn to promote Shanahan, the head coach. No, you can't move a head coach to offensive coordinator. That not gonna work. You can't demote a coach. You can't do that. You can't have a head coach and then demote him to coordinator. That doesn't work. You stripped him of his power. You emasculated him. You did. You made him feel like less of a man. So now he's not the boss no more. So now he's gonna move out of his office and take the smaller office. You can't take a head coach and demote him to okay, for example, you think you could take the general of an army, you could take a general of the army and promote him to like a freaking a lieutenant or something? Like you can't do that. Like you can't take the guy who calls the shots and then tell him to go work for some. Nah, that ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Joe Judge has made worse decisions than Pat Shermer ever did. This dude, Joe Judge, can't manage timeouts to save his life. I mean, so that's a two-way street. Straight up and down. That's a whole two-way street right there. What up? What up, Zach? Savion. No, y'all not getting it. Like if Shermer, no, Joe Judge needs to go hire Pep Hamilton or something like that. Like go get an offensive coordinator that's going to throw the ball down the field. Go get an offensive coordinator that's going to want Daniel Jones to be aggressive. That's what we need to get. We need to get an offensive coordinator that wants Daniel Jones to push the ball. Simple as that. That's what our next offensive coordinator needs to be. It needs to be somebody who wants Daniel Jones to push the ball. I don't remember demoting you, Zach. I don't remember that. I don't think I ever demoted you. So, let me think. Well, Logan Ryan should be okay. I talked about that. We addressed the Justin Herbert news. Now let's talk about the returning players. Now, Saquon Barkley is still playing for a contract, man. So these next 8 weeks, I expect the best version of Saquon Barkley. He's still playing for a contract, people. I expect the best version of Saquon Barkley down the stretch. Because to Giants fans, I get it. Giants fans think it's a foregone conclusion that we're not paying him. Giants fans think it's a foregone conclusion that we're going to put him on a 5th-year option. That's the type of time Giants fans is on. That's not the type of time that Saquon Barkley is on. In Saquon Barkley's eyes, Saquon's still playing for a contract. You know what I'm saying? Saquon Barkley is still playing for a contract. In Saquon Barkley's eyes, if he can close the season strong, they'll give him a deal. That's how Saquon Barkley's thinking. So and we can get a motivated Saquon down the stretch and some good play calling by just if we can get passable play calling from Jason Garrett, we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. That's really like I don't expect much from Galladay. I'm hoping Tony can take a couple steps forward. Galladay, I just don't trust him to stay healthy, man. This dude Galladay find ways to get hurt. If you remember the Dallas game, right? During the Dallas game, we didn't even know he was hurt. We just said, yo, where is we just know we were just like, yo, the announcer was like, where's Kenny Galladay? And then everybody on Giants fan, every Giants fan went to Twitter and was like, yo, where's Kenny Galladay? We didn't even know that man was hurt. It's just like I'm just enough with the Galladay, man. Galladay got to prove to me he's a Giant. Galladay has to earn his New York Football Giant stripes before I believe in him. I don't believe in him right now. And hopefully, Kadarius Toney earn his stripes too. You feel me? That's the type of time I'm on, man. Yo, Toney, earn your stripes. Kader, Galladay, earn your stripes. Daniel Jones already got his stripes. Saquon Barkley already got his stripes, but Saquon Barkley needs a contract. So Saquon, go earn your contract. Joe Judge, show us why you're the guy. This is like, yo, man, this is an important 8 weeks coming up for the New York Football Giants, man. This is a big deal. This is an important 8 weeks. We're gonna separate the men from the boys. We're gonna separate the pretenders from the contenders. You know what I'm saying? Who on this Giants team is ready to contend? Who on this Giants team is ready to make that home run stretch? Who in this Giants team is really about that life? We're gonna find out over the next 8 weeks. We got Tampa Bay on Monday. We got the Eagles next Sunday. We're gonna find out what's good with this team, man. And then we get the Dolphins. Then we get the Chargers. We have a winnable schedule. This schedule looks very beatable. Very beatable down the stretch. Speaking of the Bucks, let's go ahead and talk about the Buccaneer game. So Tom Brady looks old the past few weeks. All right, here's my theory. Here's my theory on Brady. If he loses the Giants game, he's washed. If Tom Brady loses to the Giants on Monday Night Football, he's officially 2014 Peyton Manning. Yeah, I remember 2014 Peyton Manning. 2014 Peyton Manning started off hot. He was doing good. If you go back and look at 2014 Peyton Manning, his stat line looked pretty good at the end of the year. But what people don't talk about is how bad Peyton Manning looked like the last 5-6 weeks of the season. Like the last 5-6 weeks of the 2014 season, Peyton Manning looked washed. Peyton Manning looked like 2015 Peyton in 2014. The last little 5-6 weeks of 2014, it was 2015 Peyton Manning, right? It happened in the middle of the season. Like it just happened. It didn't, it wasn't the off season. It wasn't a situation where you saw the decline. It was 1 minute he was great, the next minute he was trash. That's normally how it happens. Kurt Warner, 1 minute he was great, next minute he was trash. Brett Favre, 1 minute he was great, next minute he was trash. That's normally how these things happen. So what I'm thinking is maybe Tom Brady is old. He fell off the cliff. The quote Max Kellerman, maybe Tom Brady fell off the cliff. He might have fell off the cliff. And I think Giants fans, a lot of Giants fans out there, it's like, yo, we don't want to play angry Brady. Tom Brady's lost 2 straight weeks. He lost after the bye. Like everybody's like, yo, we're gonna get angry Tom Brady. Tom Brady's gonna blow out the Giants. I'm not so sure about that. I'm not so sure about that. The Giants might come out there and put hands on the Bucks. And I don't say that often anymore. In the preseason, I say, yo, Giants gonna put hands on some teams. After watching the Giants play through the regular season, I said, nah, we trash. But what I'm saying, yo, it wouldn't shock me if this Giants defense did a number on Tom Brady on Monday. It would not shock me if this Giants defense really frustrated Brady on Monday. Wouldn't shock me. And if we win, it wouldn't shock me either. And my thing is, if the Giants beat the Buccaneers, I'm on the bandwagon. Period. If the Giants beat the Buccaneers, I'm on the bandwagon. I fully expect a playoff run. If the Giants beat the Buccaneers, I expect a playoff run. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because at that point, the only game we should lose is the Dallas game. Like, that's it. If we beat the Buccaneers, the only game we should lose on the schedule is the Dallas game. That's it. Realistically speaking, if the Giants play to their full potential, if Joe Judge maxes out everything he can out of this Giants roster, the Giants should literally lose what are we 3-6? The Giants should finish 9-8 because the only two teams the Giants have any business losing to are the Bucks and the Cowboys. Other than the Bucks and the Cowboys, the Giants have no business losing to none of these freaking teams, bro. No business losing to these teams. I'll give us a loss to the Bucks. I'll give us a loss to the Cowboys, but we should beat the Chargers. We should sweep the Eagles. We should smack Washington. We should smack the Bears. We should put hands on the Dolphins. So, I'm looking at this Giants team, man, and I see the potential. I see the potential. I'm not making no bold predictions, but unless we beat the Buccaneers. If we beat the Buccaneers, I have some bold predictions for y'all. You feel me? Shout out to my man Yuri. Yuri says every Belichick disciple has beaten Brady, so why not judge it grand? That's a fact. Even Matt Patricia beat Tom Brady. I mean, so it's like, look, yo, it can happen. We're not scared of the Patriots, bro. I'm sorry. We're not scared of Tom Brady on whatever team he playing on. We're not scared. We're not scared of Tom Brady. We are the New York Giants. We haunt this man. We live rent free in this man's head. If there was ever a team that Tom Brady is just scared of, if there's ever a team that Tom Brady is just cursed to suck against, it is the New York Football Giants. He never plays good against us. I've yet to see Tom Brady dominate the New York Football Giants. He always sucks versus the Giants. I will not be shocked if he stinks up the joint, Yuri, and Judge and Graham have some freaking diabolical genius game plan for Tom Brady on Monday night. It would not shock me. Shoot, we shut down Patrick Mahomes. I mean, we shut Patrick Mahomes all the way down. If we could shut down Mahomes, we could shut down Brady. Plain and simple. If we can shut down Mahomes, we can shut down Brady. That was actually a close game, Donnie. That was a close game to the second half. In the second half, it kind of got out of hand. But remember, Daniel Jones was the first quarterback of the 2019 season to throw a touchdown on the Patriots. It was like week 9. It was like week 8 or 9 when we played the Patriots. Daniel Jones was the first quarterback to throw a touchdown on the Patriots that season. He threw that laser. He threw that dime to freaking Golden Tate. Yeah, he threw Golden Tate open. You want to know what throwing somebody open looks like? Go watch that touchdown Daniel Jones threw to Golden Tate versus the Patriots. That's what you call throwing somebody open right there. Shout out to Darian Handy. Can we get rookie Slayton for one game, bro? Ah, man, look. I don't even want rookie Slayton. I don't even want him part of the game plan. Just throw it. Look, the only rookie I want is rookie Saquon. Let's get rookie Saquon for one game. Throw the ball to Galladay. Throw the ball to Tony. Keep it simple. I don't want Darius Slayton nowhere near that football, bro. I don't want Darius Slayton nowhere near that football, man. Straight up and down. I'm not got time. I don't trust that dude. Even as a rookie, he had some good games, but I don't know, bro. I don't trust him. I don't want Darius Slayton nowhere. And it's a prime time game too. I don't want Darius Slayton or Evan Ingram nowhere near the football on a prime time game. I don't want them nowhere near the football on a prime time game. Evan Ingram, Darius Slayton, duct tape them to the bus seats or something. Handcuff them to the bus. Handcuff them to a firing range. I don't care. Just keep them out of the freaking game, bro. They should not be part of the game plan. Rookie year, Darius Slayton. I don't want no version of Darius Slayton. None. I'm still trying to figure out why he on the team. We gonna cut him. We're not bringing Darius Slayton back because we're not bringing him back. Like I don't understand why we didn't trade him. I don't understand why we didn't trade Evan Ingram. Like I don't get it. I get Jabril Peppers because we'll probably franchise Jabril Peppers. I get that one. But the rest of these bozos, man, stop. Man, stop. Khalil Mack is done for the rest of the season. Is that official? Did Adam Schefter tweet that? How y'all know Khalil Mack out for the year? Because if he's really out for the year, that Bears pick gonna look a whole lot better. Because the way I see it, the only team the Bears are gonna beat are the Lions. The only team I can see the Bears beating is the Lions on Thanksgiving. Other than the Lions game, I don't see the Bears winning one game on that schedule, bro. It's too early to talk draft because we don't know what we're picking. When it comes to the draft, it's all about where you're picking. It's not about it's not about who I think the Giants should get. It's like I know where we pick. Like where we're picking. Okay, I got the alert on my phone. Yeah, Khalil Mack out for the season. Deuces. Yeah. Yeah, that Giants pick gonna look nice. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that defense gonna be even worse now. We lit. Bet. We lit. Oh, they're talking about Daniel Jones on the Colin Cowherd show. Oh wow, I missed it. I had my TV on mute. I just looked up and said, "Yo, who is that number 8 in the blue?" Because I never see nobody ever really talks about the Giants on prime time, like on regular, like on the big time TV shows like Colin Cowherd, Undisputed, even First Take really don't talk about the Giants that much. So it's like I'm sitting back, I'm like, yo, who is that number 8 in that jersey? Who is that? And then I was like, oh, it's Daniel Jones. Like I had the TV on me. I would have unmuted my TV for that just to hear what they had to say. I would have unmuted my TV because Colin Cowherd been talking spicy about the Giants all week. Now, Colin Cowherd been taking shots at the Giants all week, and I don't appreciate that. But if I had to give a final score, to the Giants game, I'm gonna go Giants. I'm gonna go New York Giants 27, Buccaneers 24. That's my final prediction. I'm gonna go New York Giants 27, Tampa Bay Buccaneers 24. That's my prediction. You know what I'm saying? That's my prediction, man. I think we win by a field goal. I think we squeak this victory out by a field goal. I got Giants 27, Buccaneers 24. That's my prediction for Monday night. Where y'all at with that? Cowboys is not about to beat the Chiefs. The Chiefs will find a way to beat the Cowboys, bro. Y'all know good and well the Cowboys are gonna find a way to lose this game. Big prime time. I mean, this is a 4:30 game, right? So solo 4:30 game, big Fox game, whatever. Nah. Cowboys will do cowboy things versus the Chiefs, I promise you. The Cowboys will do cowboy things versus the Chiefs. Just sit back, be patient, and let it happen. The Cowboys will do cowboy things versus the Chiefs. And another thing, this is the last time. Look, this is the last time that the Cowboys are gonna be able to dominate this division like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like the Giants is about to get 2 first-round picks. The Eagles getting 3 first-round picks. I'm keeping it 100 with you. This the last time this team gonna be able to dominate this division like this. The Cowboys better enjoy this while they can. Straight up. Cowboys better enjoy this while they can, man. Because the Giants are gonna get better and the Eagles are gonna get better. I think Washington's gonna get worse because I don't know how they're gonna get a quarterback. I don't know where Washington's gonna get a quarterback from. You know what I'm saying? I don't see no quarterback coming to save Washington anytime soon. So it's like I don't know what Washington's what are they gonna do? Trade for Tua? Is that what Washington gonna do? When the Dolphins trade for Deshaun Watson, what they gonna try and get Tua? I mean, for real, like who's saving the Washington football team? Which quarterback is going to Jimmy G can't save the 49ers. How Jimmy G gonna save Washington? There's nobody coming to save Washington, bro. They about to be the worst team in the division for the foreseeable future. Shout out to Darian Handy. Darian Handy says, I respect Skip and Shannon for at least admitting that DJ got the arm strength and athleticism. Stephen A makes it seem like DJ can't do nothing at all. I mean, look, bro. I don't give Skip and Shannon no respect when it comes to the Giants either because they poo-poo Daniel Jones too. I mean, they might say a couple good things about Daniel Jones, but for the most part, man, I watch that show every day. They poo-poo Daniel Jones. Like when they talk about the Chiefs, they're like the Chiefs almost. It is like yo, Mahomes almost lost to Daniel Jones. Like how you almost lose to Daniel Jones? Like they poo-poo Daniel Jones. Like they use Daniel Jones as a punchline. Like when they talk about the Cowboys dominating the division, they be like, man, we gotta go against Daniel Jones and Jalen Hurts. Like they just poo-poo it, bro. So it's like I don't give nobody in the mainstream media much respect when it comes to Daniel Jones, when it comes to the Giants, because most of them don't know what they're talking about. Most of them just say negative things about the Giants just to say negative things about the Giants. Like I can't take them serious. Straight up. You got Dan Orlovsky on Twitter right now talking spicy, talking about some, oh well, you gotta let Justin Herbert through the ball. You can't let Justin Herbert be conservative. You're gonna make him regress. Where was that excuse for Daniel Jones? You know what I'm saying? Nobody made that excuse for Daniel Jones, bro. This Joe Judge and Jason Garrett been holding up Daniel Jones' progression for years. Nobody make that excuse. But y'all want to make that excuse for this guy? Like, come on, bro. Like the media hates the Giants, man. They always have and they always will. The media hates the Giants. It is what it is. I can't take them serious. It's the same thing. Like, I don't want to say anything positive about Jalen Hurts because he's an Eagle. I don't want to say anything positive, right? But let's keep it a buck 50. I know y'all have all seen the meme of Jalen Hurts and Mac Jones numbers, right? The media loves Mac Jones and they hate Jalen Hurts. So what does the media do? The media bigs up Mac Jones every chance they get. Meanwhile, Jalen Hurts has better numbers than Mac Jones. But the media don't want to talk about that. The media wants to paint Mac Jones as if he's the savior, as if he's the next Tom Brady, when the truth of the matter is he's not better than Jalen Hurts. Just being honest with you. Shout out to RB Brooklyn. The media hates the Giants. F them. I agree, bro. The media can't stand us. You know what I'm saying? The media hates the Giants, bro. All the picks we have, they laughed at. You know what I'm saying? They laugh at Daniel Jones. They laugh at Andrew Thomas. Hold on a second. Peyton Manning talking to Jalen Hurts? Yo, Peyton Manning, stop helping out the enemy. Go call Daniel Jones. Yo, why is Peyton Manning calling Jalen Hurts? Can you please call Daniel Jones? What in the world? Anyway, shout out to Darian Handy. Darian Handy says, I watch Skip and Shannon every day too. And every time they talk about Baker, Skip bring up that 11 game stretch. That's what I'm saying, right? So Skip Bayless brings up this 11 game stretch. And check this out, right? I recorded a video comparing Daniel Jones and Baker Mayfield earlier this week that I didn't release. You know what I'm saying? I ain't released it yet, but I did do a video. At the end of the day, where's that tough guy Baker Mayfield used to be? Remember when Baker Mayfield said he can't believe the Giants took Daniel Jones with the 6th pick? He said only winners are supposed to go in the first round. Wasn't that his quotes towards Daniel Jones or something like that? Well, Daniel Jones looks like a better quarterback than Baker. Baker has a super team around him and he still sucks. Baker is banged up. He's always hurt. He stinks. Baker Mayfield stinks. He's not good. See, here's the difference, Giants fans, and I want y'all to think about this. I'm gonna drop the video for y'all tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'll have a Daniel Jones video for y'all tomorrow. But Giants fans, I want y'all to let this sink in. When most Giants fans, when they talk about the team, the last issue they have with the team is the quarterback. For real, most 99% of Giants fans, if you took even Giants, like unless they just hate Daniel Jones, most Giants fans are gonna say, bro, our offensive line is trash. That's the number one concern on the Giants is the offensive line. And then we start talking about Dave Gettleman. No, hold on. It's Dave Gettleman, then it's the offensive line, then it's Jason Garrett. Daniel Jones ain't even in the top 5. What's wrong with the Giants? The first thing they talk about in Cleveland when you bring up the Browns is Baker Mayfield's not the guy. We can't pay Baker Mayfield. We have to get another quarterback besides Baker Mayfield. The Giants ain't looking to get no quarterback not named Daniel Jones, but the Browns are trying to replace Baker Mayfield. So people don't want to admit it, but it's the truth. Like people could talk as reckless and as spicy about the Giants as they want to, but Daniel Jones ain't going nowhere. We have our quarterback. People, it is what it is. People just hate us. They see what they want to see. And I hope Daniel Jones is a sociopath. I hope Daniel Jones is a sociopath. Like Draymond Green can name all 100. Like he can name every player picked ahead of him. Tom Brady can name every quarterback drafted ahead of him. I hope Daniel Jones has that grudge holding sociopath trait that Draymond and Tom Brady. Like I hope he has that trait, bro. I hope everything bothers him. I hope it makes him sick that these dudes keep disrespecting him. Like I really hope Daniel Jones has that FU grudge holding trait in him. I hope he do. Shout out to Darian Handy. I don't know why he said that DJ carried Duke to 8-5. Look, bro. Baker just a hater, man. Baker got drafted number 1 overall and he was feeling himself. Baker got drafted. Do you understand this is Baker Mayfield's 4th year in the league? This is his 4th year in the league. This guy, Baker Mayfield, had a pretty good rookie season, right? Then he had a deplorable sophomore season. His sophomore season was pathetic. And then last year, he was pretty good as a game manager. Baker Mayfield was a pretty good game manager. And now year 4, he trash. Daniel Jones has never looked as bad is what Baker looks. And you know why Daniel Jones has never looked as bad as Baker? Because Daniel Jones has never had Baker's offensive line. He's never had Baker Mayfield's collection of running backs. He's never had Baker Mayfield's collection of wide receivers. When Daniel Jones had a competent offensive line and a bunch of weapons, he threw for 400 yards in New Orleans. That's the one time we got a chance to see Daniel Jones with some freaking weapons in an offensive line. He threw for 400 in New Orleans against a pretty good New Orleans defense. That's still a top 5 defense, right? Last time I checked, the New Orleans Saints are still a top 5 defense. Daniel Jones put 400 on their head, bro. When Daniel Jones had a competent offensive line and some weapons, Daniel Jones put work in, okay? Baker Mayfield lines up every single week with Jarvis. He used to have Odell. He got Njoku and Hooper. He got 2 tight ends. He got like the best offensive line in the league, and Baker still sucks. Giants fans, Daniel Jones has never made us feel hopeless. Daniel Jones has left us wanting more. I'll admit that. There's times where it's like, you know what, Danny, I expect more from you. You know what, Daniel Jones, I expect a little bit more from you, bruh. But I've never gone out and said, yo, Daniel Jones, man, we can't win with him. I've never felt hopeless with Daniel Jones at quarterback. I know Browns fans. I know some Browns fans. They feel hopeless with Baker at quarterback. They feel hopeless. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, Daniel Jones, this is like Peyton Manning and Ryan Leaf kind of all over again. Daniel Jones is going to be like a 15 to 20 year starter on the Giants, while Baker Mayfield is going to go team for team being a backup. Would it shock you 6 years from now Baker Mayfield had to back up Daniel Jones for a season? It wouldn't even shock me. It wouldn't even shock me, bro. Baker Mayfield is going to go from team to team and be a backup. He's going to be Nick Foles, man. He's going to be the next Nick Foles, the next Josh McCown. You know what I'm saying? He about to be the next Nick Foles, Josh McCown. He about to be the next Colt McCoy. He just going to be everybody's favorite backup. That's a Baker Mayfield finna be, bro. He about to be everybody's freaking favorite backup. That's what Baker Mayfield finna be. No, you know, him and Sam Darnold. Him and Sam Darnold about to be the NFL's best backups. Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, they about to tear it up as backups, man. Those two dudes right there, when it matters and your quarterback go down, you need one person to start one game. There's your guy. Go look at Sam Darnold. Go look at Baker Mayfield. They can play good for a game, but it's when you need them to play, you know, weeks upon weeks upon weeks of good football, they can't do it. They just can't. And you know, Daniel Jones, he looks better than Trevor Lawrence ever did. Like Trevor Lawrence. So check this out, right? Trevor Lawrence is not going to sniff the 24 touchdowns that Daniel Jones threw his rookie year. Daniel Jones went 24-12 his rookie season. 24-12. Trevor Lawrence with an extra game won't sniff that. He won't sniff it. Tua Tagovailoa didn't sniff it. This guy, Mac Jones, what does he got? 14 touchdowns on the season, and they played 11 games. Mac Jones might not have 24 touchdowns. Y'all bigging up Mac Jones. He might not even sniff rookie year Daniel Jones numbers. This dude, Mac Jones, threw one ball over. This dude, Mac Jones, threw one ball over 20 yards and it got picked last night. Do not give me anything talking about Mac Jones completion percentage when all Mac Jones do is dick and dunk. This guy, Mac Jones, half of his completions are behind the line of scrimmage. I'm not trying to hear it, bro. I'm not trying to hear it. Shout out to Darian Handy. Darian Handy says the best backups. I'm dying. No, I'm keeping it. Darian, I'm keeping it in 100. Darian, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold about to be the best backups in the league for the next decade. I promise you. Watch. They about to be the best backups in the league for like the next decade, son. They about to get like $5 million a year for like the next 10 years to be backups. Watch. They about to be mercenaries. Every year you're gonna be like, yo, Baker Mayfield played there too? Oh, Sam Darnold over there now? Oh, Baker Mayfield on that team now? Oh, word. That's what they gonna be, bro. That's what they gonna be. Yo, that deep ball on your yo, bro. Mac Jones underthrew that ball. Bro, Mac Jones, you talk about the pass he threw versus the Cowboys. You talking about the Mac Jones touchdown on the double move on Trayvon Diggs? The safety should have picked it. The safety should have picked it. Go back and watch the play. The safety should have picked that ball. Mac Jones can't push the ball down the field. I never want to hear Mac Jones is better than Daniel Jones when Mac Jones has nowhere near the arm that Daniel Jones has. I don't want to hear it, bro. Mac Jones' arm is not even in the same ballpark. It's not in the same stadium. It's not even in the same parking lot as Daniel Jones' arm. Daniel Jones, first of all, let's talk about this for a second. We all know Daniel Jones is a white boy, okay? Daniel Jones is a white boy. So Daniel Jones don't get the credit he deserves for being a mobile quarterback. If Daniel Jones was black, the whole world would love him. This guy, Daniel Jones, is way more athletic than Mac Jones. He has a better arm than Mac Jones. He runs, catches, and throws better than Mac Jones. Oh, and by the way, he's about 25, 30 pounds heavier than Mac Jones and about 3 inches taller. He's better than Mac Jones at everything. At everything. There's nothing Mac Jones does better than Daniel Jones. Nothing. If Daniel Jones is in New England right now, they be in the red zone running Cam Newton read option packages. Could you imagine if Belichick had Daniel Jones right now? Like, come on, man. Y'all, listen, bro. Daniel Jones is the wrong skin color. Because if Daniel Jones, it's the same thing with Trubisky. Trubisky and Daniel Jones were the wrong skin color. Trubisky and Daniel Jones, because they white boys don't get the credit they deserve for being athletic. If Daniel Jones is a black quarterback, they love him. He's athletic. He can make deep throws and all that stuff. If you take away the skin color, right? I really want y'all to answer this. If you take away the skin colors, okay, and you just read Daniel Jones' profile, one of the fastest athletic quarterbacks in the league, cannon for an arm, needs good coaching. Don't that sound like a typical black quarterback trying to keep his job? I mean, really, don't that sound like the typical black quarterback trying to keep his job? If you take away Daniel Jones' skin color, if I didn't tell you Daniel Jones was white, and I said you got this fast, super athletic quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but needs good coaching, that sounds like a black quarterback. It don't sound like a white quarterback. Most white quarterbacks are Mac Jones. He can't move in the pocket. He's not athletic. He's not a big playmaker. And he gets compared to Kirk Cousins. Most white quarterbacks get compared to Matt Ryan and Kirk Cousins. You can't compare Daniel Jones to them. You can't. That's the God's honest truth. The number one comp for Daniel Jones is Cam Newton. I've watched Cam Newton for a decade. Daniel Jones is basically a white Cam Newton. I watched Cam Newton for a decade. I watched Cam Newton in Carolina for a decade. The stadium is not far from me. I watched him for a decade. He's basically the white Cam Newton. He's Danny Newton. He doesn't have great numbers, but he makes plays. He just makes plays that don't show up in the stat sheet. Like, it's nuts. Shout out to Darian Handy. My favorite video, that 49er funeral service. Yeah, man, that live stream was legendary. The 49er funeral service, that live stream was legendary. You know what I'm saying? The 49ers ain't been alive since. They still dead and buried. 49ers are still 26 feet deep where I left them. The 49ers is still 26 feet deep where I left them, bro. And like I said, y'all not gonna get analysis like this nowhere else, bro. You're not gonna get the truth from nobody else. I'm the only one that's gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm the only one qualified to speak on it like this. But the fact of the matter is, Daniel Jones, if he was a black quarterback, people wouldn't hate him. They don't know what to do with Daniel Jones because Daniel Jones is like the only white quarterback besides Josh Allen that's athletic. That's it. Daniel Jones and Josh Allen, maybe Trubisky. That's it. Every other white quarterback is like a statue. They're not really that athletic. They not. Daniel Jones had the fastest run, according to PFF. Daniel Jones had the fastest run of the season last year. Did y'all not see Daniel Jones truck a defensive tackle versus the Falcons? Did you not see Daniel Jones make that one-hand catch versus the Panthers? Daniel Jones is a specimen, bro. He's the perfect prospect. Daniel Jones is the perfect prospect. This coaching staff is fumbling the bag. It's as simple as that. This coaching staff is fumbling the bag. Plain and simple. Know what I'm saying? Plain and simple. This coaching staff is fumbling the bag. The most accurate description of Daniel Jones I can give you is an accurate, swaggerless Cam Newton. That's really all he is. If you want me to keep it 100 with you, after watching Daniel Jones for 3 seasons, when I see Daniel Jones, he's an accurate, swaggerless Cam Newton. That's what he is. He is an accurate, swaggerless Cam Newton. That's what Daniel Jones is. Y'all can clip this. Y'all can take it to your favorite content creator and you tell them I said it. At the end of the day, all Daniel Jones is an accurate, swaggerless Cam Newton. Period. That's all he is. Same size, same build. Daniel Jones might run, he runs the same speed as Cam did when he was in his prime. They're the same player. They're literally the same player. Cam and Daniel Jones are the same player. Like I said, you're not gonna get analysis like this nowhere else but on Fist Vegas Entertainment, on a Fist Unit platform. Nobody else gonna break it down for y'all like this. When y'all woke up this morning, y'all did not think y'all was gonna get this kind of analysis. Y'all didn't think y'all was gonna get this breakdown when y'all woke up this morning. Y'all didn't expect this. Yeah, I spoke on Logan Ryan catching the Resident Evil. When I first went live. When I first went live, I spoke on Logan Ryan catching the Resident Evil. Just keep it in 100 with y'all, man. If I don't tell you the truth, who will? If I don't tell you the truth, who will, man? You know what I'm saying? If I don't tell you the truth, who will? Yo, the playoff. Why people talking about playoffs? Playoffs? We talking about playoffs? The playoffs is a team stat. The playoffs are a team stat. Mac Jones is about to go to the playoffs with like 11 wins with the same numbers as Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts about to have 5 wins. What we really talking about? This dude Mac Jones is about to win like 11 or 12 games and have worse numbers than Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts is gonna win like 5. So what are you talking about playoffs? What are you talking about? Like what are you talking about? You said, oh well, Cam Newton made the playoffs his 3rd year, Daniel Jones did. What are you talking about? You can't sit and say because one guy makes the playoffs, he's better than another guy. Like what are you talking about? That makes no sense, goober. That makes no sense. Yeah, facts. If Daniel Jones is black, they be saying he need weapons. That's a whole fact. Like Daniel Jones is like suffering from not being black. Just being honest with you. Just keeping it 100. And check this out, right? Everybody's gonna slurp. Everybody's gonna slurp Daniel Jones next year when the Giants fix the offensive line. And all of a sudden, Daniel Jones and he gets a new offensive coordinator. Everybody gonna slurp. Everybody gonna slurp Daniel Jones because that's how the media is. Listen, this is the same media that told me Mac Jones was trash on draft night. On draft night, everybody in the media said Mac Jones is trash. You can't take Mac Jones in the top 3 picks. Mac Jones isn't a top 3 quarterback. Mac Jones he's Kirk Cousins. 6 months later, Mac Jones now Mac Jones is Tom Brady. Mac Jones is the best quarterback of the rookie class. So it's like, yo, don't let the media fool you, bruh. The media will change their minds. This is bad. The media is disrespecting Daniel Jones right now, right? For as much as the media is disrespecting Daniel Jones right now, they'll do a 180 on Danny when he starts playing better. Watch. The minute Daniel Jones start playing better, they will do a 180 on him. The same way they did Mac Jones. Let me ask y'all a question. And we're gonna end the stream on this. This how we gonna end the stream. If the media talked about Mac Jones in April, the way they talk about Mac Jones in November, does he fall to 15? Before you leave this stream, I want an N or I want a Y. If the media and you put an N in the chat or a Y in the chat, I need an answer. In April, if the media talked about Mac Jones the way they talk about him in November, does Mac Jones fall 15? Put a Y or N in the chat. It's as simple as that. That's the question that we're going to end this stream on. Put your Y's, put your N's in the chat. If the media talked about Mac Jones in April, the way they talk about him in November, does that kid fall to number 15? So don't sit here and tell me that the media don't take sides and do 180s. Because when Daniel Jones start playing good, they will do the same way they did a 180 on Mac Jones. Because remember, the 49ers weren't allowed to draft Mac Jones. Now the media has the audacity to say that Kyle Shanahan make the wrong decision. The media has the balls to say that Kyle Shanahan make the wrong decision taking Trey Lance over Mac Jones. When in April, they were being laughed at for considering Mac Jones. So don't let the media paint a picture of Daniel Jones because the media will pour white out all over that piece of paper and paint all over it. I promise you. When Daniel Jones start playing well, the media will do a 180 on him and they will start slurping him. That's how the media does. The media will forget all the bad things they said about Daniel Jones and they will start comparing Daniel Jones to only God knows who. You smell me? Hey, look, Daniel Jones will be Peyton Manning with legs. I'm telling you, I stand by that video. Daniel Jones will be when he retires, when it's all said and done, Daniel Jones will be the greatest quarterback to ever play for the New York Football Giants. I stand by that. I stand by that. Y'all can hold me to that. I'll still be dropping videos 15 years from now too. So in 15 years, when Daniel Jones is retired, y'all make sure y'all say yo Fist. Yeah, man, you said he was gonna be Peyton Manning with legs, man. You was right, bro. Daniel Jones will be the greatest quarterback in Giants history when he retires. I stamp that. I stand by that. I stand on that. I said that. I put that in the atmosphere. November 19, 2021, Fist Vegas said when Daniel Jones retires, he'll be the greatest quarterback in Giants history. Yeah, I said that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I said that. And you know, it's like I said, man, somebody got to keep it real with y'all. Somebody got to tell y'all the truth. You're not going to get analysis like this from nowhere else but me. I'm the only one who going to give it to y'all like this. And on that note, we're going to head on up out of here, man. Know what I'm saying? I just wanted to preview the Bucks game. The Giants will beat the Bucks 27-24. That's my prediction. Giants 27, Bucks 24. That's my prediction. All right. You know what I'm saying? We previewed the Bucks game earlier. We covered a lot this live stream, man. It's a dope stream. You know what I'm saying? I'll see y'all tomorrow with a Daniel Jones video. But other than that, we up out of here, man. Y'all be safe out there.